Hi everyone, Sarah here from the Paper Cut. It is Wednesday, so yeah, not a normal day for us, but we're here during Birthday Bash Week, and we're doing a demo tonight. So let me see if I have volume. That was our problem on Monday. We didn't have volume, so. Oh, I do have volume, and I can see myself, so that's good. So we're ready to roll. Okay, Birthday Bash Week. So tonight we're doing a demo. Tomorrow night.
No sound. Somebody says no sound again.
Oh, I'm hearing sound. So let's see.
Tomorrow night.
Yep, we have sound. So yeah, if you're not hearing sound, you might need to refresh or restart or something. But anyway, so tonight we're here. On Monday, we did a really fun stair step card. I really like this card. This is our front stair step card, so it's actually like a square instead of an A2. And that was really fun, and I might make this card one of my warehouse sale class cards if we have any of these black front stair step cards left. So, because I really liked that one. That's like one of my favorite design on the fly cards. And tonight we'll do a demo. Tomorrow night we'll be here at 6 o'clock doing a demo. I'm not sure what yet. Actually, I kind of know what, but and then Saturday we'll be back for our birthday bash craft along at 9 a.m. That's Central Time. So 10 o'clock if you're Eastern, super early if you're on the West Coast. Sorry, people. And then right after that, we'll do our comment sold live sale. So anyways, make sure to visit our sale page each day. I put some new stuff in the 50% off today. Yesterday I didn't add anything to the 50% off, but I did add a box that said cardstock sale. So you'll see these cardstocks on our cardstock sale box on the sale page. So, and they're almost 50% off. They're like 46 and a half. I don't know. They're, you know, it's between 45 and 50% off. Anyways, those are stocks that are eventually they're discontinued by the manufacturer. We still have some, but we have about 40 new stocks coming somewhere between probably mid-April and June. I hate to throw a date out there because you never know with anything these days. So we need to, you know, some of those are discontinued by the mill, but the basis line is eventually going away. We just need to make room for this other line, and the basis line we've seen discontinues the last few years. So I think that's pretty inevitable. So that's why some of those are on sale. We still have them, but they're future discontinuations, making room for the new. So I won't say out with the old, in with the new. Well, they are old, but they're good. It's just we need to bring in some new stocks. So anyways, then on Monday we also had our front stair step cards in there, and they're still there, and some A2 center step cards. Today I added our gift stack pop-out insert. I added that in there today. I added, what else did I add? I put the folio cards in there, some pyramid boxes, and then another pop-out insert kit, which is what I'm going to demo tomorrow. So anyways, so yeah, all kinds of fun stuff. Let's just talk about the sale again. So the sale, the coupon code is BASH, B-A-S-H. It's good through Saturday. Most people have had pretty good luck with saving their cart, and there's no way that you just push save. It just, your basket automatically saves. You have to be on the same device though. So if you're on your iPad, you need to be on your iPad the next day. You know, log in, put stuff in your cart, go onto your iPad the next day, log in, and your stuff should be there. I did have one person where it didn't save. I don't know why. I could see it on my end, but she couldn't see it on her end. So far, so good. Or so far pretty good. Most people are, you know, being able to just add on to their cart, so then you can check out one time. Do we have a question, Mom?
Yeah, Naomi says she's never worked with pop-out cards that you added today. Do you have sample cards that I can take a look at somewhere?
Well, I probably don't have too many sample cards, but I'm going to show you them tonight. So we're going to go through the pop-out cards tonight. As I posted in my post earlier today, that it's a little known die cut. I really haven't done much with it. So we're going to talk about them tonight. So then you can see a sample. And yeah, I don't know if there's any other samples out there, but we'll talk about them tonight and then you can get an idea. So let's go, if there's no more questions, let's go down to the table.
Okay, you're there.
Okay, so here we are. We're down at the table. We have this gift stack pop-out insert. We also have the simple pop-out card making die. So the gift stack pop-out insert is in the sale page in the 50% off box, the 10 count, so you don't have to get too many of them. The simple pop-out card making die, which is die 048, is in the die section, and it is discounted a little. And so if you order it and use your BASH code, BASH, B-A-S-H, you'll get an additional 26% off the already discounted price. I think it's 17, I think it's marked down to 14, and then you'll get another 26% off for the simple pop-out card making die. So we're going to talk about both. Okay, so let's just put those aside. So the simple pop-out card making die, it makes kind of like this gift stack, or not the die, the pre-cut gift stack pop-out insert. It makes kind of like this little pre-cut thing where you have like 3 different sizes of squares. You cover them with some patterned paper to make like this little gift thing. So let's get the die out in front, or not the die. You can cut it with a die, but let's get the paper out in front of us. Ooh, that's not good. That it is on my, hang on, we need a dark thing behind here. There we go. I'm just going to draw it out like I normally do because it's hard for you all to see the scores. So this is the main score going down the card. So it's scored. And then there's scores right here. Go ahead, Mom. Is there a question?
Will you be at the Mesa Stamp Show April and or November?
Well, for sure not April. And the jury's still out on November. Right. In the beginning of the year, we don't have any shows planned. So right now, no. Rubbernecker will be at the Mesa show in April, and they will have our products there. They won't have as big of display as we normally have, but they will have our products there. So if you're looking for something in Mesa, let us know, because I can always, get that to them. So for this insert, it is scored down the middle like a regular card. Where I have the yellow, those are slits. Okay, and then there's scores on each side. So for this, and it fits on the inside of an A2 scored card, which I actually don't know that I have an A2 scored card in here. I'm looking for one in my pile of stuff. Oh, I do have an A2 scored card in here. So hang on one second. I'm off screen. So it is cut a little bit smaller than an A2 scored card, so you have a border going all the way because it actually layers inside a card. So I have an A2 scored card. You fold it, and that folds your gift stack pop-out insert. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pop these out. So this is our valley fold, which is the inside of a card, because this does attach right to the inside of a card. And then you're going to pop these out and mountain fold this center one, and then the 2 outer ones are valley folds. So see how that pops out? And then the next one you pop out, and then the third one you pop out. So that makes your gift stack. And then you just cut pieces of paper to fit over the top of them. So you cut them the same width. I had a kit. So in my stamp room, when I get to cleaning stuff, I find all kinds of treasures. So I found some treasures in there of this whole little kit for this gift stack pop-out insert. So if you cut pieces of paper, then, and I have them pre-cut because I found kits in my stamp room, and these will probably be in the comment sold sale on Saturday. All kinds of treasures will be in the comment sale sold because I've been finding boxes of stuff. Anyways, so then you cut pieces of paper to cover up those things that are sticking out. And I'm going to pull out the actual card that I have. So yeah, you're just going to kind of use adhesive, cover those up. And I'm not going to glue any further because I'm actually going to glue these on what they need to be glued on.
So I'm not going to be here on this weekend, and neither is Leah. Who's going to help you?
Tracy's going to help me.
Oh.
My friend Tracy's going to come and help this
That's
weekend.
wonderful.
You guys are going to have to take it easy on her 'cause she's never helped before. She sat and watched one day, but so yes, this piece then attaches. So you're going to use tape and attach that tape on both sides of this, and it attaches inside the card. I usually line it up, with the outer edges and towards the score, and then fold that over, and then when you open it up, you have your gift stack pop-out insert. So that is the pre-cut one. Super easy because it's totally cut for you. But let's go to our dies. So the dies, there's 3 different ones. I have 2 sets on my little thing. Actually, I'm missing one. Surprise, surprise. But you have a large one, a medium one, and a small one. So that's what's actually used on our gift stack insert, the large, the medium, and the small. So you can cut your own. And I'm just going to use this piece of cardstock. Now, normally, remember how I showed you that this was cut a hair smaller all the way around? So you could layer it on the inside of an A2 card. So I'm going to cut that down just a little bit, just so I can show you. I mean, it would fit edge to edge on a card, but if you want it to layer all the way around with the border of your card, I'm going to cut a little bit off my folded card and then a little bit off the top and the bottom. Now you don't have to do this if you're using the dies, and I'm actually kind of semi-designed another really little cute card using the dies, not doing them as a pop-out insert. Just using them the way they were meant to be, as just like a simple pop-out. But first I'm going to show you how to do the pop-out insert, gift stack pop-out insert with the dies. So if I took these dies, and let me get my Sharpie out. The score of my card is right here. So you actually need a scored card, and it's on the inside. So I started out with, this is the inside piece, and it's actually mounting to an A2 scored card. And if you took your dies and see these little notches right here, those line up with the scores. And if I took them and ran them through all together, I would have bigger gaps between my gifts. And you can see, I'll show you really quick. See, if I connected them end to end, I have bigger gaps. Right now in the pre-cut one, my gaps are only about 1/4 of an inch. And if I ran it through all at one time, I would have more of like a 3/8 inch gap. So I do like to run these through separately, one at a time. So let's get our die cutter out here. And remember, I didn't use my metal plate when I'm using, and I'm actually going to start this a little bit lower, when I'm using something that has scores in it. I don't use my metal plate. I did take off the large metal plate. I took that offline. That is 8 by 10, just because I only have a couple of them left and I didn't want to oversell them. So if you are interested in the 8 by 10, the 6 by 8 is still on there, but if you're interested in the 8 by 10, which is the large one, go ahead and give me an email or send me an email because I didn't want to oversell them. So I did take those off. So anyways, now the second one I put on, and I have my score, my cut right there, and I put it a little bit closer just so I don't have as big a space between our squares. So if you're die cutting your own, you can use our simple pop-out dies to die cut your own gift stack. But honestly, I think the pre-cut gift stack is much easier. But I just want to show you how you can use these pop-out dies. And I do have another card that I'm going to show you with the pop-out dies too. And it's super cute, so stay tuned for both of them. So yeah, by using the 3 little pop-out insert dies, we can make our little gift stack. Now, on the gift stack that is pre-done, it does have scores on both ends. When we do it this way, it doesn't actually have a score right there. So, but it's easy enough to just kind of pull up and bend it where the slits stop. So you could take a stylus and a ruler. So I could take a ruler and a stylus and I could score that. I usually don't go to that much trouble. So there we have our largest gift. And then our second one, again, we pull it up, just kind of bend it at the end of your, at the end of the slits on both ends. And then just kind of bend that in. Oops. Sometimes they get going how you don't want them to go. And then we're going to do that with our third one. We're going to just bend it in and bend it up. And there, we made our own little gift stack pop out. Very similar to the one that you can buy pre-cut. Now I do prefer the pre-cut, but those only come in white. So if you want them in a different color, go ahead and use the simple pop-out dies to do that. Run them one at a time just so you have less space in here. So now I do have one that I'm going to show you. I'm going to put my die cutting machine off to the side really quick. I'm going to bring it back in a little bit. But this is the one that I found inside my stamp room. And I don't even know what the outside of the card looks like. So these are all the pieces that I got. So, and I don't have a sample card. So our main card is the base is teal. Okay. And then our pop-out insert that we ran, so this was run with the dies because it is on our Azure mini print. And again, we have our main fold right there. And originally, when I was prepping these for whatever make and take I was going to do, I cut it slightly smaller, okay? And then I used our die set, again, the largest, the middle, and the smallest. So I used the 3 dies and I ran them through one at a time so I could get them nice and close. I'm going to fold it and then I'm actually going to show you how to assemble it. So we have our largest gift, then we have our medium size gift. Now this card, I'm going to assemble the inside, but you're going to have to wait for the final card until I do my recap email because yeah, I have to design the outside of this card. Because like I said, I just found these kits and pieces, so that's all I have. So anyways, so that's how we have our gift stack. And that's the same, like if you had the gift stack, where did I put that? Oh, it's right here. So it's the same as if you bought one, okay? It's just the white one is the pre-cut ones. These are on sale 50% off on the box on our sale page. This one was made with our die set, which I said the die set's on sale too. Now to attach it, let's go to attaching.
You have a whole treasure trove of stuff, don't you?
I do have a treasure trove of stuff that I'm passing on to all of you. Okay, so I'm putting tape all the way around the outside. Now you don't, we can put tape on these little guys, which if I had a tape runner here, I would do that. And let's see, I do have a tape runner here. So you don't have to, but these just keep them more in place. So I'm putting tape on our little things right here. Those are in between our gifts. Oops, I knocked my microphone off, which the microphone is what wasn't working the other day, but there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna line our folded side up with our score, and then the outer edges kind of equal border all the way around. I'm attaching it. Okay, so it's attached. See how that one side is attached? But now I can take and I can put tape on my other side. Now if I do use a tape runner, I don't want to get tape inside here. So just be very gentle doing that, or don't do it at all. Now, I do like to kind of hold this at an angle so I can kind of see what I'm either at an angle or down, but I want to make sure this is, flush to the score. And then I'm just going to set it down. And there, we have our pop-out insert. Now, I had pre-cut pieces in my little kit of these three. And these, I can tell by the sizes, they attach to our gift stacks. Okay, so we're going to do that. And I folded them in half. And I'm going to attach them. If they seem a little bit too long, like if they seem like they're not going all the way into this score, you want to trim a little bit off because you want them to go all the way into that score. Otherwise, you'll get a little bit of gapping out here. There, we have our biggest one. Now let's go on to our middle one. And I hope you're going to stay tuned because I have another really cute card to do too. Usually I don't do 2 cards, but this time I am. Because I'm not going to finish this card. Because I don't know what the front looks like yet. And you guys are going to have to watch my recap video to see the final product. Or not recap video, my recap email, which if you haven't signed up on my email list for the recaps, do that because I think people really enjoyed the recap last month. Now, unfortunately, this month, the recap's not going to come out till like the 1st, which is after the sale ends. So there's our gift stack. Now, these are my other pieces, and I have to assume, so I'm not going to finish it, but my assumption would be that this goes on the front. Probably some background is stamped there, and these two go onto here, and we have our circle scallop, and we have another piece, and of course you pop stuff up. So watch for my email and we'll do something fun on the front. And I think these pieces were just to add like ribbon on our presents. So that is our gift stack pop-out insert, pre-cut, or cut your own with our dies, with our simple pop-out dies. So I will finish that card and get it for you in our recap email, which this is the first time I haven't finished one. And then watch for the comment sold, because I know there will be some of these kits in that. So our other thing, so I just wanted to show you the simple pop-outs, these. You don't have to go as complicated and do this whole gift stack thing, so you don't have to do all 3 of these. You could do just one little pop-out, okay, which is what I'm going to do. So I have a steno card, which if you're not familiar with steno cards, they're 4 1/4 by 11, and they fold kind of like those old steno books. Okay, that's our steno card. And we do have a big bulk variety of steno cards. Otherwise, we have some solid colors. But this is the 50 count steno, and it's just a good assortment of some basic colors for you to get started. That's not on sale. But I did take 2 steno cards. I have our hot fudge, and I took our cream. The cream one I cut down a little bit smaller. See how there's a little bit of a border around there? And then I cut a couple pieces of patterned paper that would fit on there. So I have some patterned paper that I cut just to fit on there, and I'm going to hold these in place with a little bit of two-sided or a little bit of removable tape, because I'm going to die cut them together, the card with the patterned paper, and you'll see where I'm going after we get it cut. So I'm just holding that in place, and I'm going to hold this one in place. So yeah, our pop-out, simple pop-out insert dies, you can use them individually. To make the gift stack, we used them together. But it is really, they're called simple pop-out insert dies because it's really simple to use one by itself. So this card is scored, and I'm just lining this up right in the center, and these little notches right here. So you can see it on this big one, it has a little notch on each side. Those line up with the score, okay? And then we are going to run that through our die cutting machine. So it's going to die cut both of my layers and my card. Okay, so we're going to run that through our machine. And I don't even have a finished sample of this card, so I'm hoping it works. Which is what a lot of my cards for you all are. I have an idea in my head. Oops, it was a little tight. I just want to make sure it cut all the way through. Yep, it did. Okay, let me put my dies away. So our pop-out insert dies. And I could have used any size that I wanted. Okay.
Hopefully you'll have this as a kit.
This one, you didn't even see what it looks like. You don't even know if you're going to like it.
Nancy Cloud.
So yeah, so here we go. I am going to put my die cutting machine away really quick, just to get it out of the way. So I do use the crossover 2 for my die cutting machine. Okay, hang on, putting my machine away, cleaning up as I go. Not really, but a little bit. I can at least act like I do. So right now we just have a little simple pop-out piece. So we have our main score that folds like that. I pop that out and kind of bend where my 2 slits come together. That's my little pop-out piece. Okay, so now I can attach something to that pop-out piece, and when I attach it, it's gonna pop out. But by adding some patterned paper in here, it just adds a little bit more interest. So we're gonna attach, and I die cut it at the same time because then I don't have to line it up. It's already pre-lined up.
You sell shiny black cardstock?
Yeah, let's talk about the shiny black cardstock for a minute while I'm attaching these layers. That is called Black Glossy. We went to order that recently from our vendor, our paper mill, and I was told that it was discontinued. So right now we have limited amounts of Black Glossy. Oops, oh, we forgot to refill the tape gun, Mom.
Oh, Sarah! Oh, no. Okay.
So limited amounts of Black Glossy available right now until we find a new supplier, which there aren't that many paper mills out there that make this stuff. So yeah, I had an email into one person and they didn't answer. So yeah, I'm trying to figure that one out. Eventually we will run out of Black Glossy. Hopefully we will get more. Our other shiny black is our black mirror card, which is shinier. It's kind of got the mirror type finish. So, all right. So now I have my printed pieces that I'm going to attach, and they were die cut at the same time, so they should fit right in there. Woohoo! It does. I was a little off up there, and that could be my paper is trimmed, and then that's going to attach right there. And then we have our other piece, which again, I die cut it at the same time. We're sliding that up in there. Now we're going to attach this to the inside of our steno card. Again, it's a steno card.
Oh, where did I go?
Because it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Opens like a steno book. So we're going to put tape. Can you see? You can look at the comments on the other screen, Mom.
Yep,
found it?
I got it. I was just putting links out there to the Black Mary and the Black.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna again line up our fold at our score, very carefully.
Is the black glossy, smoother textured?
Smooth.
Smooth. All right.
And then we line that up on the, oh, I didn't put tape. Now we have to put tape on the other side. This is one of the advantages to scoring. My paper did, it is cracking a little bit where I just bent it instead of scored it. So you can always take from this slit to this slit, and you can use a bone folder and you can score it before you actually fold it. I didn't. And sometimes you do get the paper cracking. So now we have our steno card that opens. Okay. Now, wait for it. This little cute guy, isn't he cute? We are going to attach him. And hang on, I want to get a blending brush and add some tan ink to him. If I can find, I wasn't prepared that way. Let's see if I can find my tan ink pad. So I can just add a little ink on the outside of him. You would think I could find my tan ink pad, wouldn't you? Well, okay, we found some tan ink pads.
Those colors look like Green Bay Packer colors on the screen.
No, they look like green. Oh, right here?
Yeah.
They look like green and gold?
Yeah.
Well, they're kind of a tan and a green.
Yeah.
So let's see if this is the right color tan.
Love that giraffe, yes.
I know, I love the giraffe too. The giraffe is Impression Obsession. That's not a very good sponge. Hang on. That was my paint sponge from doing acrylic paint. So we're just going to add a little bit of ink around our giraffe because giraffes aren't like perfect. So this giraffe guy I must have used for something. I don't know what, but I found him in my stamp room too. And if I was really ambitious, I would take and, cut some slits in his little hairs, his little tuft up there. But we're not going to do that right now.
See the baby giraffe?
He is the baby giraffe. He is the baby giraffe. Yeah, I can't remember why I used him, but so giraffes get kind of dirty sometimes. So there, we just added a little bit of ink to him. Oh, there goes an ink pad.
Oops.
And a lid. Okay, so now we're going to add our baby giraffe right there. So we only want to put enough tape right on our little pop-out thing. We could use foam tape or we could just use regular tape. So let's just put a little bit of tape on there, but you don't want to get tape outside. So I am going to just see if I can just gently puts tape on my little piece right here. Oops. So I've got 2 little pieces of tape right there. I'm gonna just attach him. Now you just have to be careful because he is at the very edge of sticking out of my card. So when you're attaching things on the inside, you just want to be really careful that you don't attach them too much. And then, oh, I thought I had a piece of green, but I don't. I'm going to attach a piece of green right there and then put my sending happy thoughts right there. But I did have a piece of green, I just can't find it at the moment, to go across here to kind of tie in the green in both places. Let's get this just semi-attached, and then I'll go back and I'll add my green strip later that coordinates. Oh, actually I think I found it. Oh, and this is white, so I don't want white there. Let's get our sponge out and add a little bit color. So yeah, let's add a little bit of color so it doesn't look so stark white. Okay, so we did that. We did that. And then I do have a piece of green that I'm going to cut. Now if I had any dies in here, I would just cut like a decorative one with maybe a border die, but I don't, so we'll just cut this right there. And then we have our sending happy thoughts. We needed the little bit of green down there to just tie in. So when we open our card, we have our giraffe with our sending happy thoughts. And then I did semi-start a front on here where I cut some squares. And that was just some pattern paper. And let's take a little bit of the same color and just edge this a little. So now I could be using my blending brushes, but I didn't get those out ahead of time. So I'm just using a sponge because that was a kind of on the fly type thing. So yeah, when I go to clean or when I'm working on the rest of my stuff, who knows, maybe I'll find more giraffes. I don't know what I had him for. So, but then I have some pre-cut squares because I'm just going to do like a little patchwork pattern on the front, unless I run out of tape. Oh.
And speak of the devil, right?
Speak of the devil, I did run out of tape.
You want me to go get a different gun?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
We'll get a different gun before tomorrow, though. For both of them. So now I have my squares and I'm just going to attach them, and I can't remember exactly how far apart they were, so let's just set them up before we attach them. Okay. So, and then that was just the front of my card, which, hang on, I feel debilitated without having my tape gun, because that's highly unusual. But yeah, I'll restock both my tape guns tomorrow. That'll show me. So that is the front of my card, plus I have a saying that's going to go right in the middle. And again, this guy, I am just going to add a little bit of ink around the edges. And I had a couple different sayings, but I can't find the other one, so we'll just use this one this time. Okay, so we have a saying and a circle for the front, and we should be almost good to go. But yeah, our little giraffe is super cute. And that's just going to attach in the middle. Oh, I keep grabbing my tape gun. I can't use it. Good thing I had this little thing in there that I don't hardly use because I don't really like. So yeah, celebrate the little things in life.
And the successes, Sarah, all those nice little successes.
So we have our steno card. We open it up and we have our little pop-out giraffe on the inside. Isn't he super fun? So that was made with our simple pop-out card making die set. And then we have our gift stack pop-out that I originally had this sample, but then I did do a blue one, this one, that I will finish for our next, what is it, our next recap email. So thanks for joining me tonight, and we will see you tomorrow night for another demo. Thanks guys, have a great night. Bye.